I went from 190 pounds to now I'm sitting at 135, and this was a 1.5 year process. You know, I had a lot of ups and downs. I was doing a lot of stupid stuff. What I come to find out now, what matters is you need to have a daily routine with this stuff. Fitness isn't for 3 months or 2 weeks or, you know, to get ready for that wedding. This is a lifelong thing, not a one-day thing. Mike, you are now dealing with the mic dropper, a divine product of my karma. What's going on, guys? Today's video, I want to talk about how to find out what your maintenance calories are. So to find out your maintenance calories, I know there's a lot of things out there. There's calculators you can use. There's formulas like the Harris-Benedict formula. There's a bunch of websites you can go on to, you know, you type in your information and it spits out a number. I'm gonna show you guys how you should really calculate your maintenance calories if you wanna be serious about your weight loss. Throw all that garbage out the window. No calculators, no formulas, none of that. This is what you need to do to find out what your maintenance calories are. So let's get into it. First thing you need is a scale. You need a weighing scale, and you need to weigh yourself every single day. Second thing you need is to track your calorie intake on a daily basis. Get an app, MyFitnessPal, whatever you need, write it down by hand. But you need to know what's going in your body if you're gonna figure out what your maintenance is at. So here's the first step. The larger sample size that you have, the better and more accurate your results will be. So for me, I would go 2 weeks. What I would do every day, I would input into MyFitnessPal how much I eat. You don't even need to change your diet. That's not even what we're gonna do. Right now, we're just getting ready to get into the diet. Every day, whatever you're eating right now, don't change it. Just input it into MyFitnessPal. See how much it is and try to eat those calories every single day. You can change up the food choices, but for me, I'm a little psychotic with it. I like to keep it exact, so I'll eat the same thing every day for 2 weeks. You don't have to do that. Just input your calories into MyFitnessPal and see what you get. Every day, weigh yourself. And for a whole week, see what your weight is at. It's gonna fluctuate every single day. And when you weigh yourself, you wanna weigh yourself at the same time every single day. So you're gonna check what your weight is at every day in the morning. Wake up, weigh yourself. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna look at your 2 week long results, however long you wanna do this, and you're gonna take the median weight for that week, and that's your weight. And why I would do it for 2 weeks is you do it for another week and see if your median weight stays the same. If it goes up or down, you gotta fix those calories accordingly. But now you know what your weight is at based on the calories that you're already eating. So when you do it for 2 weeks, you're gonna realize the difference between week 1 and week 2. This is why I would recommend 2 weeks. So now let's say you eat 2,500 calories a day, and every day you track your weight and you find out that the median weight is 155 pounds and your goal weight is 145 pounds. So now you know whatever you're eating, to go from 155 to 145, you need to reduce your caloric intake. So now let's say you reduce your caloric intake. Let's start with 300 calories. You reduce it by 300 calories. So now next week when you're inputting your calories, you only eat 2,200. And you notice that the next week, your weight didn't drop at all. You stayed 155. This does not mean you reduce another 300. The sample size is not large enough. So then what you need to do is you need to stay consistent and stick with it and trust the process. So the next week you eat another 2,200 calories, then you see your weight drop a little bit. Now, how much of your weight should be dropping overall? I like to stick to percentages instead of a number amount because different people weigh different amounts. 0.5% to 1%. 1% max is what you should be dropping per week. So if you're a 200-pound individual, the most you should be dropping in a week is 2 pounds. And with those numbers in mind, you can apply the percentage to whatever your weight is. I would like to stay on the lower end. So if you can stay around that 0.5 to 0.8 range, 0.8% range, from 0.5 to 0.8, I think the slower the better, and your body composition is going to come out better at the end of your dieting or your cut or whatever you want to call it. Let's review. First thing you need is a scale. Second thing you need is MyFitnessPal. Third step you need to do is track your calories every single day, weigh yourself every single day along with your caloric intake, and then at the end of the week, see what the median weight is. Once you have the median weight, the fifth step, if it went down drastically, then you know you reduced the calories way too much. If it went down a bit, you're fine. If it didn't go down at all, you're still fine. Stick to it. The larger sample size of information you have, the more accurately you can make your decisions. So sometimes when I'm tracking my calories and my weight, 1 week I'll lose 0.5 pounds and 1 week I'll lose a whole pound. My diet stayed the same, but what could have changed is my activity. There's a lot of things that go into it besides just the diet. Maybe one day I walked more, maybe one day I moved around more, maybe one day I took a nap during the day and didn't have too much movement in my day, and maybe I didn't do cardio or I didn't work out or it was a rest day. All these things are going to play a factor, and you need to, the only way you're going to find out and take control of your weight is by daily tracking, and then making small adjustments when you see the numbers. I just wanted to make this quick video to let you guys know what you can do to find your maintenance calories. I hope this information is helpful. If you have any feedback on my information, or if I've missed anything, let me know. Again, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not I don't have a background education in this, but I have been using these techniques to help myself. I went from 190 pounds to now I'm sitting at 135, and this was a 1.5 year process. I had a lot of ups and downs. I was doing a lot of stupid stuff, like I would do 3-day water fast and then go to boxing class thinking, I'm completely depleting my glycogen storages, and then while I'm boxing, I'm like burning all fat. I don't know, just like stupid stuff I was doing along the way. So I think if you instill these habits in yourself and track daily and understand what's going in your body and what's happening, and have a large sample size of information to make conclusions off of, you'll be better off in the future, and you'll be able to stick to what you need to do to reach your goals. Again, I hope this was really helpful for you guys. I'm going to continue making videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Mike, you are now dealing with the mic dropper, a divine product of my karma. These rappers helicopter watching, claiming nice choppers. Come to